Hello, so today I would like to talk about the concept of supercontinent. So in this video I would like to talk about that what is the supercontinent and how it forms in the age of Paleozoic, or you can say that Carboniferous to Permian. So first of all, that what is supercontinent? So supercontinent is a term used for a large landmass formed by the convergence of multiple continents. Scientist Alfred Wegener first proposed the concept of a supercontinent that is known as Pangaea. The name Pangaea is derived from ancient Greek word pan. Pan means entire or whole, and Gaea means mother earth or land. Existence of Pangaea. The supercontinent existed approximately 225 to 250 million years ago, which was surrounded by a single ocean called Panthalassa. So as you can see in this picture, this is a whole landmass of Pangaea, which is surrounded by a single ocean that is called Panthalassa. And this landmass is actually formed around the age of Permian. The supercontinent of Pangaea subsequently fragmented and separated by Tethys Sea in two halves. That is, two halves is known as northern part is Laurasia and southern part is Gondwana. So as you can see in this picture, this is the northern part Laurasia and this is the Gondwana, and this is the Tethys Sea, which is separate out the Pangaea into two halves. This fragmented part is separated out in the age of Triassic, at the beginning of the Triassic actually. So the southern part is consist South America, Africa, India, Antarctica and Australia, while northern part Laurasia consists Eurasia in North America. As suggested by the Wegener, the size and shape of the continent arranged in pieced together like a puzzle. As you can see in this picture, this is the whole landmass of Pangaea, which is separated out or fragmented out in the age of Triassic, and at the age of Cretaceous this become like this. So if you see this picture, this is looks like a puzzle actually. When you draw these fragmented part to the closure, that is fit together like a puzzle actually. So Wegener suggested that this whole landmass or this fragmented part once was a single landmass that is called Pangaea. To support the theory of supercontinent, Wegener given many examples like fossils of the same species of extinct plants and animals are found in rocks of the same age, but the continent are different actually. So the fossils which is found in different parts of these continents are the same age actually, have the same age actually. And the second examples he has given that coal deposit found in Pennsylvania have a similar composition to those spanning across Poland, Great Britain and Germany from the same time period. That indicates the North America and Europe must have once been a single landmass. So these coal deposits are actually the same age, which is just spread in North America and Europe. So this is also suggests that the Pangaea was these fragmented parts of this continent was once a single landmass. Wegener also given the theory of plate tectonics that provides an explanation for these continents' movements. According to this theory, Earth's outer shell is divided into a series of plates. These plates consist of the crust and a small amount of the underlying mantle. So the plates slide over a weak zone in the mantle at a rate of few centimeters per year. Convection current in the mantle caused by the escape of heat from the Earth's interior are what drives the movement of these plates. So as established now, there is 7 major plates in the world, and these plates are moved or slide over a weak zone actually in the mantle at a rate of few centimeters per year. So these plates are actually moves in the mantle by the convection current which is generated from the interior of the earth. So this plate tectonics theory is actually very important in the geology. So I would cover in our next video this topic, plate tectonics.